So we're not doing Shamanic Saturday because I don't know. I didn't really try to look for them, but it was, and I wasn't even going to do one for Saturday, Sunday, and I thought these mermaid cards spoke to me right as I was leaving the living room, because I took the tree down and I lost momentum to tidy the rest of it, to be quite frank. So, but yeah, so anyway, this is for Sunday, 7th February 2026, but everything I do is timeless, but it is a Scorpio moon after about, it gets specifically 12 minutes past 7 at night in the UK. You'll need to check where that is for you. Scorpio Deep Waters is about transmuting pain, alchemy. If you've already been doing a lot of shadow work, transmuting pain, alchemizing, although hopefully you're always transmuting and alchemizing, Phoenix rising moments, you could be really in your power, you know, you could be feeling pretty good. It's quite a sexy, spicy one as well. Always on a Scorpio moon. But again, if you're in the darkness and you're alone and dark night of soul, and you know, it's not, I don't think all of that's going to be going on too much. But anyway, let's just get a card. So I'll decide when I pull it if I want to read from the book. What have we got? Selkie in her skin, reclaiming your authenticity. Right, so let's read that. Hope you're having a lovely weekend. As you can hear, it very much sounds like I've got a cold, doesn't it? I'm intrigued to see what unfolds on this day as well, actually, because I suspect it is my little doggy pal that visits. Like I'd said on the one before, this happened before, sometime last year, and then it was weird. Then I just wasn't allergic to her, and now I have noticed the last few times. But yeah, I think it's just because it makes sense to me. Because I let her up on the bed, I've had this cover on, and it's just, after she leaves tomorrow, I'll just be giving that a wash, and then I'll just tuft them on her. But obviously, if it was giving me a permanent cold-like thing, we can't be having that, or I need to get some allergy thingies on the go, but we'll just see. It's probably part of the message, though. I think this is to do with people that you're allergic to. If this is your message, I think there's many people, you're keeping people around you, or carried on karmic habits, addictions that aren't good for you. But we're not going to include the wee dog in it, okay? So, reclaiming your authenticity. To receive this card is to receive a message from the most wise and kind of mermaids that who you are now reading this must return to the form in which you're free. Because the tale of the Selkie is that of a creature who has been captured, who has had their deep wildness tamed, who has had some ways fallen into an amnesic state simply in order to deal with the loss. That's interesting. It seems that if you remember all that has been taken from you, your heart could break and you could die. Wow. The Selkies is the story. That very much sounds like people are going through a spiritual awakening and waking up like, what the fuck have I done? Welcome to Spiritual Awakening, guys. It's not always about love. It can happen to people through other things, but the Selkie is a story for all of us who have forgotten our strength, our freedom, our right to choose again and again and delight in life. The Selkie story speaks very deeply of the divine feminine and the innate need for women to be free, to choosing who to be with, to be free, and even raising their children, to have sisters to dance with, to worship beneath the moon. It speaks of the crime of seeking to possess and capture anything that is free, and of keeping us from the element of water, from our womb's sanctity, from our emotional watery cells, to keep us on land rather than in the flow. It is true that the love of the feminine brings bounty, balance, fortune, and favour to men as well as women. We're all robbed if she's stolen from us. Likewise, we're liberated when she's sovereign and made sacred. Very interesting. It's on page 99. Something's almost 100%. So I don't know why I said even, but I don't know, that might have something to do with it, but it's like something's about to happen. That's what I get from it. And it very much, that's energy. If this is your message, it feels like something is about to happen. Communication, or you're going to have an epiphany. It's going to be different things for different people. You're going to see through somebody, but just be aware that Mercury and Pisces today, very romantic, dreamy, very psychic, but major lion energy and gaslighting and all that kind of stuff, all confusion, illusion. So slow down, use your discernment. The Mercury retrograde free shadow we're going to be in a wee while, and the real one at the end, the Mercury retrograde at the end of the month, is in Pisces, so that'll be fun. Note sarcasm. If this card has come to you, it's time to dance, to be free, and to join groups of women who wish to simply be free to dance under the moonlight. Free. We don't need to literally do that. That's not my thing either. But you do you, boo. Free of dogma and even political correctness. A time without children, without relationships, or without other couples around you. The joys of being single or being free. A time to leave family and partners for a while, to claim your sea skin back. But I think that might be literally like permission to leave unhappy family dynamics, whether it be controlling older family around you, or sadly in some cases you've created a family with somebody and it's an unhappy family, and it's better for everyone if you live in separate households. There's many people. So choose safe environments. Do not trust people who come to you at this time and want to take care of you. Ooh, see what I mean? Literally says that. That's very interesting, because that's what I'm talking about. Love bombing. You know what I mean? Love bombing is always romantic. It can be friends, like, that come back, like, they fucked off for like God knows how long, and then they're like, oh, you're my best friend, oh my God, don't even get me started on that. Like, I used to fall for that shit all the time with various types of different people, and it's like, I was so, yeah, I know it's because I've got a big Neptunian heart, but I kind of cringe when I think back. But yeah, so don't fall for that one. You know what I mean? It's, who knows? Sometimes people mean it. Sometimes they're literally just doing it because it's manipulation. Some people do it. To be fair, I don't think a lot of people realise when they do it, but it's, I've actually had it the other way around. I've had people, like, when I meet people, I think that online, like I've said this, like, people could think that I'm not genuine, because it's like I can be very loving right away, like, because I just know instantly when I've got a connection. But it's like, it's like, actually, let's be really frank here, it's like how some of you do that with me, and it happened actually on that really long live, where people are like, oh my God, I love your energy, and wow, I feel like we're connected in a past life, and people all say really similar stuff, and I know who's telling the truth, like, and it's everybody that's come on and done that are very genuine, and you're very welcome, you're all soul family. But I do that too. But it's like, because I've got the other perspective on it, on being the person, and I've felt really connected to people that I've followed. And remember, I don't chat on everybody's stuff. It's very seldom I do. I really like and trust the people if I'm doing that. And like I said, I follow people where I really like and trust them, but for whatever reason I don't talk. And it's probably because I feel like the other people maybe might not take to it. But whatever it is, we all do different bits of both. Yeah, it's just something to take on board. That even if you're like, wow, I really love this person, like, whether definitely if it's love, but like, even friendship and connecting online, especially because Aquarius is online, be yourself, totally be yourself. Because this card even says reclaim your authenticity. Like, don't change your love and heart and spirit because other people might be too suspicious of you and paranoid, but maybe be discerning. Is it like, be aware of it? Because I can't even tell you how much it's hurt my feelings, and I'm like, oh no, that person doesn't even realize that I just genuinely am, like, really, vibing with their energy. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, but I get it, because like I said, it can be, well, it's not the same as, like, so, because like I said, it's not the same as when I'm saying I'm overwhelmed. Like, that's a bit different. Like, it's one step further. Like, if you're like, oh my God, this person's coming at me too much, I'm talking about in the times in the past when I've had people say that in public, but then they'll be like, like, totally, like, too much, like, in the email as well, and like, overly OTT. And please don't, nobody get paranoid. Literally nobody has done that, like, for a long ass time. So that's nobody that's but you know what I mean? It's like, it's sad though, isn't it? Because I know a lot of you'll be like me and you'll be really loving, and but it's more, I think this is actually more in romance. Like, beware of exes that have already hurt you, that go away for 6 months, come back and love bomb you and blah blah blah. There's some people that will be twin flames, but these are more people that have been away for years, no months. Everyone's different, so be discerning. And that's what, if you're brand new around here, that's what I'm good at, helping people differentiate karmic energies between true twin flames. And usually I don't even need to say, well, obviously I can say a lot, but it's like, my frequency, my energy, as a twin flame healer shaman, like that is my role, is just that being around me, like especially one-to-one, but even just on the lives, people have, like, I'm not kidding you, and if you're still out there, people that have happened to, you're not too shy, join in. But I actually feel these are people that lurk, or they're away now. I remember very distinctly somebody watching saying that they were totally confused about who was who, and while they were watching me on one of the ones for a few hours, they got all the downloads and just complete clarity on who was who. And that's not just happened once or twice, that's a lot. And it's like I've just shared in the comments of the one I've just filmed there, that one of the new people that found me that night too, I believe Sarah, her name is, and that's quite funny because that's a synchronicity with something I was talking about there another show. But so Sarah could be significant actually with that name coming up, but it's yeah, like, oh god, what am I trying to say here? Yeah, that new person, sorry if you're watching, calling you a new person, had said that when she was watching me on that, she fell asleep and then she woke up to me saying that, what was it, something like the power's within you or something, and she saw like a friend putting black dust over her eyes. Hello, that screams spell work. Now that person, I believe the girl said, is out of her life already, but like, keep your eyes open, your third eye open to people being revealed. We are in the end times. Oh my god, 11:44. I had loads of synchronicities with 11:44 on the Zoom last night with one of her soul brothers. It was kind of nuts. Along with me, almost, yeah, I saw my twin flames numbers loads during that, and I'd done that in the lives before I spoke to him, and like the the man I was speaking to on the Zoom, before you get excited there, because that could have sounded, and again, like I've made clear, I won't be telling people whenever I speak to him, if I ever speak to him again. But yeah, kind of interesting. There's a lot of, unfortunately, there's a lot of specific friends and frenemies being revealed, past and present, hopefully not your future. Friends specifically, because Aquarius is friendship. Well, friendship in groups and online. Be aware of all of this. Yeah, do not trust people who come to say to you at this time and want to take care of you, inverted commas, because like I said, Mercury and Pisces shadow would be love bombing. And sometimes this can be people that are in your life, tell you what you want to hear, get what they want, and they fuck off and they don't come back, for a while until they want something else. This may be code for wishing to capture you. So yeah, definitely be aware of the toxic sirens, female, male, narcissists, love bombers, and friends. Go to a place where you're among your own gender, where you can be nurtured by contact with your own kind. Find a sacred place to visit. Commit to regular time out. And I say, see, that's what our lives, not just my lives, like that's what our soul family's about. People like to hang out and be like-minded. And anywhere you go like that, where you feel safe, But it's just, if you're in like me, there's not really two places that I feel safe to do that. Like there's a couple, but and you keep them sacred. I mean, I keep mine sacred. Like I said, if I bump into people in the same place, and I know like something's really changing in my life, but kind of weird how that doesn't happen. Do not support practices or companies that benefit from seal hunts that take place. Visit the lands of the Selkie lore and legend, Orkney. Oh, Orkney, that's near me. Well, it's not really near me, but it's Scotland. Orkney Isles, the far north of Scotland, Icelandic and the Scandinavians, Northern Ireland and the cold seas. Shout out to my Irish sisters and bros. Or travel in the visions, past life memories and dreams, and set your Selkie self free. Yeah, it's past life enemies are being revealed as well. So anyway, oh look, I've made one a 15-minute one under it. That's because I'm not chatting to people. But anyway, I'm going to leave this here. So have a lovely Saturday. It's a Scorpio moon, so we're going to be in our feels. I'm in extra hermit mode, cuddling up my wee doggy pal, and so I will be taking care of my energy. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. If you'd like to book a session, I'll put the details in the comments, and I'll hopefully see you on Monday, or in sessions if you're booking a session. See you later. Oh look, I'm ending it at 144. 144.